One is the Ferrero Rochers are something Mom and Dad won at a curling party. They happened to win 48, so they wanted to give them out as party favors, and they just happened to invite 48 people here tonight. And if you still need more chocolate after that, under the little flowers, there's kisses, if you're looking for some kisses, and Werther's. Also, the cake that's to come to you has Scrabble tiles that are fully edible. They're not wood, they're chocolate. They're written with edible icing, and so go ahead and partake. Okay, so, by the way, thanks for coming out to the Royale Diamond Jubilee. Okay, I'll try to make this a short speech on a long marriage. Is that better? Okay. Marriage by itself is just an 11-letter word in Scrabble. However, when two really good players build upon it using words like dazzling, enjoyment, and 60, they can accrue a whole lot of points. Throw in a few waltzes, an occasional squeeze, and the score is going to be phenomenal. Such has been my parents' marriage. 60 years is indeed a major milestone and a very long time for two people to be married, particularly when someone predicted from the outset that it would never last. After the first date, which was a double date, right, Lois? And for them, a blind date, a young and naive Ellie Mae told her mother, and maybe some of you, that he's not the one for me, he's too shy and hardly talks at all. So something must have changed her mind eventually. Perhaps her mother astutely replied that Roy was exactly what she needed in a man, someone who was a good listener, who would happily let her have the floor when she wanted it. Or maybe it was his rugged good looks and strength of character that convinced her to give him a chance on a few more dates. Although after 3 or 4 more double dates, she told Dad that he'd have to have a one-on-one date with her if he wanted to go any further. I guess he was a bit of a diamond in the rough, but at least he was a geologist, so he knew how to make a gem shine. He pretended to like movies and long walks by the shore, which over the years turned into hockey games and long walks at Carlingwood. Whatever it was that made her change her mind, it's a woman's prerogative, and we're glad she came to her senses eventually. She often does. Like most couples, they've also had to endure some very difficult times. Over the years, they had I misplaced my cards. Over the years, they've had a few big trips and events, but what strikes me most is that they take such genuine joy in the little things. From visits with family and friends, to making s'mores by the campfire, going to church, coming to Macy's after church, and of course their now favorite pastime, playing Scrabble, a game that coincidentally allows Dad to get a word in edgewise. Like most couples, they've also had to endure some very difficult times and tremendous losses, the most difficult of which was the recent passing of their beloved son, Dave. The love and support of their wide circle of friends and family, together with their strong faith, helped to get them through that storm and the others. Above all, though, it's their genuine love for each other that gives them the strength to endure anything. And I think everybody feels that Dave loved a family party, and he's here today in spirit. They're very lucky they found each other way back when, and somehow their love even continued to grow and grow. It set a solid foundation for their children and grandchildren, and the family's very lucky to have such great role models and such a strong matriarch and patriarch. Mom, we're glad you came to your senses eventually. Dad, we're glad you stuck with it long enough to get a word in edgewise. The 60th is quite a milestone, and we're glad you're not only able to celebrate it, but also generous enough to share this day with all of us. I think we all thank you for dinner. Finally, I have one last Scrabble word, which, if you play your tiles right, can net you even more than 60 points. It's what you two and your marriage are. Amazing. And now it's my genuine pleasure to introduce you to tonight's entertainment. Very short song by a young songstress who luckily got her singing abilities from her father's side rather than her mother's side. It's my daughter Shannon.